Hi, it's Ian. Welcome to pensionerfitness.com. Now, it's almost Christmas. I'm not going to give you any exercises to do over this Christmas period. We'll get back into it very soon after Christmas is out of the way and we're into New Year. So enjoy your Christmas. Have a great time out there. You know, and a little bit of partying at New Year, and then we'll get started again. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you how I progressed from being weak and bordering on frailty at 71 years of age. Now I'm 77 now, and obviously I'm a lot stronger now and a lot fitter because I worked hard to build myself up, which is what you can do. I was doing all the exercises I give you, and I was doing them on a regular basis, and it was great, and I was progressing. But I wanted to do better, because I'm a type of guy that pushes himself a little bit hard at times. But anyway, I decided I wanted to do better. And one day, a couple of years ago, I read this story about one of these military competitions where special forces from different countries got together and went through a series of tests to see, you know, how good or how bad they were, you know. And one of the tests that they did was a strength test. And it became very evident very quickly that the Russian soldiers, the Russian special forces on that, were far stronger than the others. Their strength was beating everybody else. And the reason for that is because they train with kettlebells. Now, a kettlebell is a really versatile piece of equipment that you can use in many different ways to build strength. And one of the best ways to use it is to use it in a swing motion, which affects all of your body, almost every bit of your body, apart from, it doesn't build your arms and it doesn't build your chest, but everything down the back, where we're all weak, because we sit over phones and computers and everything else, and we tend to be weak. We have weak backs when we're old, and all the rest of it. But it does build strength, it builds power, it helps you to lose belly fat, it is great cardio exercise, and it's overall a very good piece of equipment. But of course, I didn't have a kettlebell. I didn't even know where to get one. But I watched online, I watched film of people using kettlebells, and I thought, well, that's what I want to do. So what I decided to do was make my own. You know, as always, I tried to adapt. And what I came up with was this, which is a bleach container, plastic container, heavy duty, and I filled it with sand, and now it weighs 8 kilograms. So 8 kilograms is about 16 pounds. And I decided to use it like a kettlebell and see how I got on with it. So in order to do a kettlebell swing, you need to have both feet flat on the ground. You need your heels down. Don't let your heels come up, because if they do, the weight will pull you forward, and that's no good. Then you run the risk of being injured. It's not a difficult exercise to master, and the thing you've got to remember is you've got to be able to hinge here. So this hinge is what drives the weight up. It's not your arms. Your arms are just 2 ropes, and so that when you're going forward, the weight comes up to there. When you get to this point, you tighten your glutes, you tighten your legs, and for a second, and then it all relaxes as it comes down and goes up again. So from here, it comes between the legs, and then this motion pushes it up. This, and you tighten all of this up for a second and then let it go. And the fact of tightening muscles and loosening them also helps them to get stronger. So it's the weight, and it goes there. Now, you can do that in sets. You can do sets of 20, 30, whatever. If you're starting out and you've not done this before, then you may want to just not go too high at first. Just push it and gradually that movement will push it up to where it's meant to be. So this is the driving force here. It's not your arms, they're just 2 ropes. So I persevered with this for a good few months. And after that, I thought, now I want a real kettlebell. I want to try with a real kettlebell. So I had to go and look for one. And because this is 8 kilograms, I thought I want maybe 10, 12. And I went to a shop looking for them, a place I found, and they didn't have one that weight. They had this, a 16 kilogram. Now that's over 30 pounds in weight. And so it was a big difference the first time I tried to swing it. But I followed the system and I got myself ready to do it. And then I started and I built it up, doing quite a large number of these in sets. But again, this is 16 kilograms, just over 30 pounds, nearly 35 actually. And from here, it pushes up. The hinge and forward movement pushes it up to here. And you can keep this up, remembering here to tighten here. Tighten here as it comes up. There you go. And that's how I started building my strength, and then I got fitter. My range of movement became better because I used to get out of breath going upstairs at 71. Now I can run up the stairs. It's great. This is a cardio exercise. You will get out of breath doing this, but it's really, really good exercise. And as I said, everything down the back is strengthened with this. And all your joints, your ankles, your knees, elbows, all being used, all your joints. There's no pressure on those joints because they're just doing what they're normally supposed to do. So that was me, and I did this for many months. But then that longing, I want something bigger, happened, and so this was a 16. I went looking for a 20. Okay, so that was the 16 kilogram, but being the type of guy I am, I wanted to push myself a little further. I wanted to make myself stronger, because I know that if you have muscle and if you build muscle, you can live longer. Because when you're weak and frail, if you get injured, your body doesn't have the reserves to repair itself and to recover. Take women, for instance. Many women break their hip when they fall because of osteoporosis, because they're weakened and their bones are weakened. And if they break their hip, a large majority of them are dead within a year because their body doesn't have the reserves to repair themselves and to recover from that type of injury. Right? A lot of men as well, but it happens far more with women than it does with men. So, as I said, maybe I'm a bit greedy, but anyway, I wanted something a bit bigger than 16, and I was looking for a 20, and when I got to the shop, they didn't have a 20, but they did have, because this is Africa, and not everything is as easy to get as it is in Europe. But anyway, I found this one. It was a 24 kilogram, and I said, I'm buying it. I don't care. I'm going to buy it. I'll learn to use it. It was hard. Believe you me, it was hard. The first time I swung this, I've bitten off more than I can chew. But I persevered with it. Now, it's 24 kilograms, which means it's 52 pounds in weight. Right? Now, this is, obviously, this is a little bit more serious. But the system is exactly the same. This is what pushes it up to here. And that's how it's done. And what you've got to remember is, when you're doing that, all your abdominal muscles are working overtime to keep you stable. So it's a great exercise for your abs. So this is the 52 pound, 24 kilogram kettlebell. But it's the same movement. It comes, take it slow the first one, and then you can build until you can do this. And I normally do sets of 30, but I'm not going to do that today. So, that's that. Now, let me explain. I wanted to let you see my progression. I don't expect most of you are even interested in getting to the level I've got to, but you may do. For instance, I don't expect women to be doing this exercise with a 24 kilogram kettlebell. That's more for men, I would think. And there might be some men out there who would like to do that. But the aim of the day is to show you what is possible if you want. Many people our age go, I can't do that. Yes, you can if you really want to. I've been pushing this for a long time. If you want to get stronger, you have to work for it. You have to do something to build for it. And it's not easy. I'm the first to tell you, it's not easy at all. It's warm in here. It's hard, right? But if you grit your teeth a little bit and work at it, now I can jump, I can run. I run upstairs in the flats. I go out for walks. You know, and I'm a lot fitter now. People don't believe my age when they see me often. I have to go through various loops here to be a resident, and of course when I go to them and I'm going with my paperwork and stuff to get registered and get a residence card and stuff like that, they're going, what age? And they don't believe me. So it's possible. You can do it if you really want to. But if you just want to do the normal exercises, great, do that, because exercise is what you want. As I said before, if you get injured at this age, it's very difficult to recover from it if you haven't got the strength to recover. You need muscle. Muscle is the key to longevity, I promise you that. Okay? So anyway, good luck with it. I want you all to have a really great Christmas and a good New Year, and we'll be back into exercises after that. There will be a post on Thursday, and then on the 6th of January we'll kick off with the next exercise. So enjoy your festive season. Thank you very much, and see you all again at pensionerfitness.com.